Hello and welcome to part 56. In this video, we will learn about toString method. ToString method is very common in C#. In fact, toString method is available to all the objects because if you look at this screenshot, in object class itself, we have the toString method. As we already know, every class in C# is directly or indirectly inheriting the object class. Because of that, toString method will be available to every object of C#. That's why you will be able to invoke this method on any type of object. Let's go to Visual Studio and understand this. So let's try to create some integer a equal to 5. And if I say a dot, you will notice I have the option to invoke toString method here. Basically, what toString will do, it will convert specific data type to string data type. So if I invoke toString on an integer, it will convert that integer to a string. If you see the return type of this method, it is a string type. So I can store the result in a string. And if I run the program, I will see 5 as the output. So the purpose of toString method is to convert any data type to a string representation. So it is fine, like for integer, floats, boolean, we can convert them to string data type directly. But what will happen if we have a complex data type? Let's say I have a customer class. Okay, so I have created a customer class with 3 properties: first name, middle name, and last name. And if I create an object of my customer class, okay, so I have assigned 3 properties to my customer object: first name, middle name, and last name. And if I try to invoke toString method on my customer class, let's see what will happen. String s equal to customer.toString. And if I print this string and run the program, you will notice something different. You will see we are printing the namespace of the customer class because the customer class is present inside the demo class and demo class is present inside the demo namespace. That's why we are saying demo.demo plus customer, because this is a nested class. That's why we can see plus here. If I move my class from demo class and put it outside at my namespace level, and if I run the program now, you will notice we will get demo.customer. So this is basically the fully qualified name of my class. And this is something that is not very useful for users. What user will want when we invoke toString method, we should get a complete customer name, meaning we should get first name, middle name, and last name. For these kind of scenarios, we can overwrite the implementation of toString method. We can just go ahead and write override. And if I put space here, I will get 3 options: equals, get hash code, and toString. So let's override the toString method. Once we do this, it will create a method for us and we can provide our implementation here. So this time we don't want to return the customer class fully qualified name, but I want to print first name, middle name, and last name. So I can provide my implementation here. I can say so we have concatenated the first name, middle name, and last name, and we are returning it from our toString method. So now if I invoke the toString method on customer object like this and run the program, you can see now we are getting the Peter Sam Parker. This is our complete name of the customer. So guys, this is how you can implement toString method and you can customize it as per your requirement. So if you look at this slide, in C#, every object has toString method that we have seen because toString method is present in object class, and in C#, every class is inheriting object class. So toString will be available to them, and it is a virtual method. That's why we were able to override this method like this in our customer class. You can call it directly on any object. As we have seen, we were able to invoke toString method on integer, and we are able to invoke it on complex types like customer class. Okay. And we have already seen it converts the object to its string representation. By default, it will give the fully qualified name for the complex types. But if you want to change that implementation and if you want to provide your own implementation, you can go ahead and override the toString method and provide the logic that you want to give in your class. And guys, toString method can also be used to format the data types. Let's say you have some integer and you want to format that integer in some particular format. Let's understand with an example. Let's say you have an integer, let's call it number, equal to 1 2 3 4 5, and what you want to do, you want to print it like you want to append 3 zeros, and after that you want to print 4 5 6. So basically you want to make your number as 8-digit number, right? You want to append 3 zeros in front of your number. To do this, you can use toString method. Let me show you how. You can call number dot toString, and in this case we can pass a parameter that will take the format in which we want to format it. Like we want 8 digits, right? So we can say D8. D stands for digits, and we want 8 digits in our number, so we can say 8. And if I run the program now, you will notice the C# has appended 3 zeros in front of 1 2 3 4 5 to make it complete 8 digits. And if our number has one more digit, like now we have 6 digits, in this case we should only be adding 2 zeros in front of it. If I run the program, you will notice as expected it has added only 2 zeros. Similar to numbers, we can also format dates using toString method. Let's create a date object. For that you can say datetime. So datetime.now will give us the current date. So first let's try to invoke toString method on this without any parameter and see what result we will get. String s equal to datetime. Let's see what result we will get. Okay, so now we are getting the date in this format. So this is the date we are getting without any formatting. But let's say we want to format our date in some particular format. Let's say you want to print the date in this format. First you want to print the day. Let's say if it is Friday or whatever date is that you want to print. And after that you want to print the date, what date we have. Then you want to print the month name. And after that you want to print the year. To achieve this, what we can do, we can pass the format like this. So within the toString, I will pass 4 times D, and if you see the suggestion here, it says day of the week, and after that we can put a comma because we want a comma in our output. So after putting comma, we can put a space and say DT. DT will give you day of the month. That's what we want. We want the date. After that, we want name of the month. To get the name of the month, you can give M 4 times. If you see here, this will give us the month full name, right? And at the end, you can give Y 4 times. It means the year, right? We will get the year in 4 digits. If I run the program now, you will notice we are getting the current date Wednesday, 19th June 2024. This is the date on which I'm recording this video. And guys, on this slide you can see all the possible formats that we can use in our toString method, like MMDDYYY to get the date in this particular format. And this is the one which we have seen in this video. We were able to print the date in this particular format. And similarly, at the end, you can see there are some formats for the time also. So if you want only the time component from the date, you can use this format. So I have opened up my Visual Studio. So now let's get only the time. To get the time, we will say HH MM to get the minutes, right? And if I run the program now, you can see we are getting only the time this time because we have specified this particular format. So guys, you can use any of this format, and I will provide the link of the website from I have taken this particular screenshot. And guys, that's it for this video. In the next video, we will learn about equals method.